Top knockout number 5.
In this next technique, we're going to trap up the hands, but we're going to use the forearms as a tool. The forearms can be a very potent weapon in striking. Also, it keeps the opponent off balance. Okay, Tom? So I trap up the hands again, boom, to here, but now I'm going to pull into the headbutt. Now notice as I pull into the headbutt, I'm already armed for the forearm shiver, boom, to come back to the head again, and come back here, and come back one more time.
Quick announcement, I've got some brutal fight-ending moves. They're pretty ugly, but you're going to want to know these. It's yours for free from the link in the description below. Okay, back to our video.
Okay, so we're using the forearms as a tool. As I pull, this is the shot, and then we come back to here. So slowly in the air, we do the same 2 traps, but we pull in. As we pull in, the arm is loaded to send back. When you send the opponent back, you don't want them out in kicking range, so you have to catch them again to come back for the headbutt. Let me try this one more time, a little bit slower. So we come 1, 2. I pull into the headbutt, arming the forearm. Hit with the forearm, come back again, hit again, okay, come back with the knee, and come back with a headbutt. We've just shown you how to use the forearms in trapping. Now we're going to show you how to wrench the elbows. Jeff? We're going to start off with our normal double Pak-Sao, 1, 2, but the bicep here is in the way, so we give it a shot. As we give it a shot, that's the wrench, and that's going back down to the groin again. So slowly we go 1, 2, elbow across the bicep. As you do this, generally this opponent will straighten your arm out a little bit, giving you that wrench up on his toes, back down to the groin. So the combination 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The potent point of this technique is the fact that you're going from high back to low again. This time we're going to do the other arm. Okay, Jack? Our last move, we came in 1, 2, and we attacked it here, and we took the front arm. Now we're going to do the same thing, except when we get to this point, bam, we're going to attack the rear hand. Slowly, I come in 1, I go 2. Normally this arm is a little bit bent and I can't wrench it, it's just not enough. So when I apply that elbow, that straightens it out. The minute I apply the elbow, come up and I go back down to the groin. Slowly one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Normal speed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay?
Top knockout number 4.
I'm just going to show you a position technique where you can step into his offense and turn him put him on the defense.
What if you had a handful of simple moves that could end a fight in a couple of seconds, even against larger, stronger men? And it's yours for free from the link in the description. Outside the U.S. Special Forces, not a lot of guys know these, but when it hits the fan and your life is on the line and you need something truly nasty to end a fight in a couple of seconds, you're going to want to know these. This brutal hand-to-hand training is yours for free. Just get to the description below and click on the link. Okay, back to our video.
So when I step back 1, he follows me. All right? I'm going to take 1 step, he follows me. When I start to take my next step, I want to catch him between steps. As he's starting to step, once we're practice, I want you to, I step, he steps. This time when I step, you come right back into him in the middle of the steps. Catch him off balance. And he's running into the punch. It's really going to hurt. So I'm going to take, all right? He's just following me. Step, step, bang, and catch him coming in. And that's just called entrapment footwork. So you think about positioning. And remember also, when you get too close to a guy, you can't see his hands. He's all up here in my face, you know, he's cussing at me, and all of a sudden, bang, right? Think about it like this. Roger, let's walk a little closer over here. Where maybe, can you see my hands where we are? All right, so we're sitting here like this, and it's the same effect. You've allowed me to get up in your face, I'm like this, you don't see what's coming, right? And that's the same thing that happens when he and I, you know, how some guys want to get in your face and start screaming and hollering, next thing you know, he's getting stabbed. Positioning is vital to your survival, trust me.
Top knockout number 3.
Feigning hook is just what it is. You're feigning down low to the body to come up with a headshot. You hear, my enemy is in front of me. I'm just coming down and then coming back up with that hook and elbow. So it's a feint, bam. Again, I'm pushing off that back leg. I got my right lead. I'm, bam, moving in, keeping it tight. so I can cause the most amount of damage and get his hands down. His guard is up here. I want to get his hands down with that feint, so he keeps his temple and his jawline open, so I can let him have it. Come from this side. I'm here. I'm pushing off. That's my first angle. Give me a reaction. The first angle was here, giving to that body shot. If he doesn't want to drop it down, I'm going to make his arms drop by dropping him in that body shot. Once I drop that in, I'm going to come back up to the jaw area, temple area, up top with my hooking elbow. Bam! Again, get him down. Bam! Bam! Coming back up. Eventually, I'm going to start doing some other stuff, some other nasty stuff when we get into that. But right now, it's going to come here and here. Let's give another angle. We're going to come here and here. Once I come down here, if he drops that hand, bam, I'm coming back up here. Coming back up top with some serious bombage. Do you hear it? Do you hear it? Boom! And I'm knocking the cat out. So again, here, bam, bam. If I go to the other side and I have my left hand lead, I'm still going to go and I'm going to come back up. Same thing, left hand lead, bam, coming back up, turn around. Left hand lead, sorry about that. Bam, bam. Ooh, Joe, you got to move, baby. So I'm sorry about that. Joe is tough, so he's not worried about it. You ready? Yeah. So I'm going to come down, bam, and then come back up. Go ahead and move with it. I don't want to hurt Joe, because then he might do something to me. Bam, and come back up. Feinting, hooking, feinting, hook. Again, you're feinting to get this cat off his guard. If you drop it on the body, it's a beautiful thing. I ain't mad at you, but just bring it back up top.
Hey, don't forget about those 15 brutal fight enders. This training is yours for free from the link in the description. I honestly don't know how long the powers that be will allow this stuff on their platform. It's pretty over the top, but it's easy to learn. So get to the link in the description right away.
Top knockout number 2.
The occipital punch. I go, what the hell's that, Outmaker? Well, let me tell you. If you reach to the back of your head with the palm of your hand, you slide down, you can feel a slight bulge in the back of your head. That is the occiput, or the occipital area. That bulge right there is basically, he was looking to hit a target around there or just below it. So basically, is this an illegal blow? Wink? Yeah, it is. All right, so you shouldn't be using this sport of competition, but what floats our boat is old school boxing, old school wrestling, old school frontier rough and tumble combat, particularly the stuff that's mean, nitty gritty, and devil in the details. And that's what we're going to do right here. So the occipital punch, it is definitely a form of a rabbit punch. You're going to wind up taking the shot at the occiput or just below it in the back of the neck. Do not do this to a human being. I'm not really going to do it to Dan. We're going to give you some drilling steps to get to where you want to be, and then you can start applying this on a heavy bag to make sense for yourself. Basically, if you want to envision it, I'm facing you. You and I are playing the game right now, and I'm taking the role of Gunboat Smith, except I'm a southpaw. So it's this rear hand shot. Basically, if you think taking an outside step with this lead foot, or your lead foot if you're a lefty, go to the outside. Same time you're doing that, you're throwing a long, looping, kind of overhand, kind of looping hook. Your hands would be closed, but right now I'm just trying to give you this motion to the outside, a bit of a loop on it. So if I put Dan over here, I'm going to have Dan hide me for just a few moments, but we'll see how I just don't throw an overhand with my hand coming over the top. You should see my body pop out on this side as the hand comes over at the same time. That gives you an idea of you step aside, please. Give you the idea of the footwork. I do not step into Dan. It's got to be in towards that outside lead foot. So that hand loose over the top. Striking surface is I'm going to actually turn my hand back around this way. You can make it with a slap if you're really preserving your fist in a street situation, or you can turn around and strike with the inside of the fist right here. This is what we're striking with. As we're coming around with Dan, back to the camera please. I step around super slow. This comes in. It's just coming over the top. I'm whipping in with it. You with me on that? So we're here super slow. Pop! And a little bit of a whip in, but really it's this big walloping shot that comes in. Now, obviously it works well with the head down, but if his head's back up, I'll borrow you again, Dan, he's an upright fighter, same thing. This whip in coming to the inside, stay on the side, I'm just going to face you guys. I'm going this way, you can see, right there, you go. I'm over here, it's got this nice little whip to the inside, and it looks like a lazy, loose hook and maybe possibly bad form. But that step to the outside takes you offline with being right in front of this guy. This whipping action, whipping to the inside, catching the back of the head, Dempsey was here to tell you, he said, that's about the hardest I've ever been walloped in my life, and that's saying something for him. So if he said it's a fearsome beast, well, who are we to say we mere mortals, right?
Top knockout number 1.
The nerves help control our body. Once we interrupt that nervous system, we can get people to collapse. The pressure point strikes overload the system so fast that it actually will shut itself down, and that's our goal. When we use pressure point strikes, our goal is to immediately knock somebody out and move on to our next opponent. It takes some expertise, but if we really look, it's simple to hit. I'm looking for this circular area right here on this muscle, okay? If we can find the muscle, right there on the muscle, we're just going to tap into that resource of that energy. It doesn't like this. This is actually sending in some energy into that neck. Doesn't like it. Now let me demonstrate the punch or the strike slowly so we don't hurt him. As he has the bottle or throws a strike, as I step in, same as the slap speed strike, going to use my nerve strike hand, thumb up, step in, strike in the nerve. We're going to speed it up just a touch. Still not going to try to knock him out, but I want you to see his reaction. Okay, a little bit of reaction. Now, we're going to have some people off stage ready because what I'm going to do is knock this man out. Okay? More than likely what's going to happen, he'll just drop to the ground. We're going to wake him up a little bit, and then I'll give you some precautions. Are you ready? Ready. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's help him up. Excellent. He's shaking it off. While he's shaking this off, what we want to talk about is not a technique that we want to demonstrate with our friends at full speed. Not something we want to do to our loved ones. So, what we want to do with our loved ones is get the targeted area, warm it up with your thumb. If they express some discomfort, you'll know the area to strike. You okay? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's look at it one more time. Let's look at the area that we're going to strike. Stomach nerve number 9. It's a simple name for it. Looking for that pressure point. Using my triangular stance, stepping into the middle, keeping hands up for protection, perhaps holding the bottle, stepping in with that circular motion right before it hits, close my hand, and strike that nerve. He doesn't want to hit too many more times. He doesn't want to get knocked out again. Now you'll notice the knockout didn't last very long because I'm not hitting at full force. If I decide to hit this man at full force, it causes knockout for a length of time or it can cause death. So we need to be careful with the people that we love or care about, and I care about this guy. So we're going to be very careful. Again, triple warmer number 17. Under the edge of the jaw, we're going to insert 2 fingers or the thumb, causing discomfort. We're pinned up against the wall. He's got me pinned, grabs a hold of me. Easy to take control of. Okay? Easy to take control of. If I want to grab with my thumb, run it across the nerves, very uncomfortable. Little strike in the nerves, very uncomfortable. But we're using these pressure point strikes to knock our man out or to take him out of the scene. 2 fingers, thumb, or striking hand.
Final notice about the 15 brutal fight enders: it's simple, easy to learn, and devastatingly effective training taught to special forces, but typically not to civilians. You can get it for free in the description. Just hurry. I doubt this is going to be around for long, so I'll see you over there.
Thanks for watching our video lessons here at TRS Direct. Hit the like button down below and consider subscribing to our channel here on YouTube. Hit the bell icon and we'll send you a notification when there's a new lesson available. Thanks again for watching.